Hi guys, and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking, and we're only a few days away from DC Fandom, and we'll get our very first look, our very first trailer at Zack Snyder's Justice League this coming Saturday. Everybody is very excited about that, but also Zack Snyder is hyping it up, and he's also kind of doing a cryptic countdown for DC Fandom. So the other day, 2 days ago, he started with 6 days. Just look at the backdrop of this scene that we got to see in the theatrical version of Justice League. You remember the end where Bruce walks in with Diana and Alfred and goes, a round table with 6 chairs and room for more, setting up future Justice League films. Well, that confirms it was kind of a Zack Snyder scene. Now, when I say Zack Snyder scene, I'd say he probably shot that scene with Ben Affleck there, Gal Gadot, and Jeremy Irons. But the score, the color, the editing, everything else was done by Josh Whedon, changed, altered by him, and maybe a little bit of a shot. Maybe there was more to that scene that we didn't get to see back in 2017. Of course, we'll get to see it next year, but it was shot by Zack Snyder, but of course, with a lot of scenes altered and changed by Josh Whedon. Then, the next day, he showed this image, and it all seems to be behind the scenes stuff. Remember that scene where Gal is working on a sculpture, and the guy that she's working with says, "Did you get up to much this weekend, Diana?" And in the trailer, Diana says, "Oh, not a lot," and then it cuts to her fighting bad guys and taking on criminals. But that was another look behind the scenes at Zack Snyder's world of creating Justice League. Then he showed this completely done image of Cyborg playing football, Victor Stone, Ray Fisher, and he goes, "Stone in the dome." Now, is this getting us to see that we're going to be looking at Ray Fisher this coming Saturday? Is he one of the surprise guests? I'm going to say yes if this is what he said, "Stone in the dome," but it also shows a completely done image that should have been in the 2017 version. And then today he's hyping it all up. In 3 days, DC Fandom, you got Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman making the W with her hands and fingers, and you get to see fire in the background. So what scene is this from? Pretty cool, looks very badass. He has made Wonder Woman into a badass character, of course, with the help of Patty Jenkins. But this is a cool image. I really do like it. Gal has her sword there also, and I don't know exactly what scene this is from. Is it from Batman vs Superman? Is it from Justice League? I'm going to guess it's from Justice League, since that's what he's hyping up. And then yesterday he was sharing other pictures on Twitter, then other pictures on Vero, and this one of Ben Affleck of Bruce Wayne's Mercedes, and it's a pretty cool car. I remember that scene in the trailer of Barry Allen goes, "What's your superpower again?" And he goes, "I'm rich." So I wonder, was that a Zack Snyder scene? I think it was shot by Zack, but the dialogue may have been from Jeff Johns and may have not been from Chris Terrio, but we'll see in 2021. Maybe there's another part that Zack shot to that. But he goes, "In 4 days," and he says the time of when his panel is at. So look, we'll get to find out exactly what was John's dialogue, what was Zack's dialogue. Of course, he might have to use some of Jeff John's dialogue in his Schneider cut, because he might have only shot one scene with the dialogue, but I'm sure he shot a few alternates to make it his film in the end. And then this one caught people off guard. It said yesterday, "in 4 days," and then a picture of a table, and then people were looking, well, oh, is this from a scene? Is this from some set photo? Is this Zack working right now? And it got people thinking, what exactly does this mean from Zack Snyder? And Zack Snyder did have to help us out a bit. I was trying to think, what exactly is it? And look, it is cryptic. This is a cryptic countdown from Zack Snyder, and it got a discussion going on Twitter, on all social medias. What exactly does this mean? It's just a table with kind of a light there, some paper on it, I don't know what else that stuff is. But I was thinking, is the windows got to do something with it? Is this trying to tell us something about the windows? Is it making out some sort of symbol? Look, it got people confused, but Zack had to give us a little bit of a hand. He had to help us. But the interesting caption for this was, "Gotta make you whole again, make you whole again." And I remember this back a couple of years ago on Vero. Walter goes, "I can see the apocalyptic fire pits and destroyed buildings. My guess is that Mother Box was manipulating Victor into helping or giving Steppenwolf, and saying that he could have everything he wanted. If he did, he could have his parents." And Zack goes, "My poor broken boy, I can make you whole again, Victor." So was that Steppenwolf towards Cyborg in Zack Snyder's Justice League. We'll have to wait and see, but that's maybe what that caption meant. But of course, he had to help people then with what the table actually meant. And Zack goes, a little help. The table I sat on every day on Justice League, worked at, drew on the surface, still have. So the artwork that's on that table that you see right there has been completely done from Zack Snyder. And this table here is kind of his work table. This is where he does his work on set. So everything got to do with Justice League, when he was working on set, when he was drawing scenes, when he was planning out scenes, when he was just organizing everything, he worked on this table. So it must be some sort of a special table to Zack. And we've seen it before in behind the scenes images, and Zack has showed this table before. And we can see here that here he is working on I'm not too sure what that scene is. I think maybe my Deathstroke scene, maybe. Got to see him with the bat hand on there, and there's the table. You can see the symbol at the middle. You got the headphones, just you can see it underneath that. So that was his working table. That's where he did all of his work on Justice League. I mean, he has showed us this table many times before, but it was hard to see from the image that he showed yesterday that it was exactly this table. So this table means a lot to Zack Snyder, and all the artwork means something to him. He's the one who drew it all. So I'd love to have a good dissect of that table and see, can I see any of those images or those kind of artwork in any of his films, or I'm sure he would, they mean something to him, so it's probably personal. But also we got to see this one he showed us yesterday, a little help with the table I saw on every day on Justice League. That's the clip, that's the post I just showed you, and you can see the table a little bit better there. You can see that kind of that coffee mug drawing there also. And you got Zack Snyder working on, which appears to be a Lex Luthor scene. I'm going to guess this is what it looked like from me. You can see Watford Football Club cup there with Zack Snyder on it. We got a football there, a rugby ball, and those headphones there again. But you can see more of the drawings on the table. So we got people discussing, well, if this is the table he worked on during Zack Snyder's Justice League back in 2016, is this a hint that he's working on Zack Snyder's Justice League now with the additional photography? I remember I talked about Harry Lennox coming back to shoot his Martian Manhunter scenes. We didn't get that completely confirmed, so we don't know if that's true or not. If they're doing additional photography right now, but they are working on the trailer. It's probably done by now, but they are working on other effects for the film to try and get it done for 2021. So technically they are working on the film. Technically he's probably working at that table for the film, but also it kind of gives us the kind of mystery. Are they doing additional photography right now, or are they planning to do it very soon? Of course, with the virus, it's very hard to do everything. I'm sure if you got everybody tested who you needed for the day, you tested the crew, keep it small, I'm sure you could shoot the additional photography and then work on the effects after. But it begs the question, are they working on additional photography right now? Is that why Zack Snyder shared that image of that table, his working table that he worked on every day of Justice League? It gets you thinking, and maybe we might get to see more confirmation in the coming days. But some breaking news as I was just doing this video is that DC Fandom has decided to split this whole event into 2 days instead of the 24 hours it was originally going to do. So now panels will not be clashing. You used to have to make your own schedule of what panels you wanted to watch at certain times, so you might miss out on other panels. But now it's been made a little bit easier for us fans, and a new trailer just came out for DC Fandom showing all this. So DC Fandom looks amazing. The trailer looked absolutely brilliant. It got me a little bit emotional actually looking at all this DC content that we're going to get, and it actually looks badass. It looks cool. It looks like something that we've never seen before, and I can't wait for this coming Saturday. But DC Fandom has changed their schedule, and the event will now run for 2 days. August 22nd will be the Hall of Heroes panel showcasing all the top movies and games to come. September 12th will be Watch First, including the DC TV shows and more. So this coming Saturday, we are going to see all of the movie content and the games. That's the WB Montreal game, which is rumored to be a Batman game. That will be unveiled. We will get to see a look at the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, and then we'll get to look at the Batman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman, Black Adam, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and all the other movies. I'm not sure if that means animated movies as well, but movies going forward. But a lot of people have pointed out on Twitter, in the new schedule, they have completely taken off the surprise movies. Remember, it had an untitled DC movie. those are completely off the schedule right now. That they might fix that in the coming hours, next day, or something like that. But at the moment, those kind of surprises that we were kind of speculating, is it a Green Lantern, is it a Batman Beyond, is it a blah blah blah, is it this movie, has been taken off. So now it gets people questioning, are they actually going to unveil what this film is at DC Fandom? I'm sure if they marketed it already, they will, but it's Saturday is solely for the movies and games, and then September 12th will be got to do with probably more of the TV shows and other content like that. But it's kind of better. I think it kind of suits us more of DC fans. We will get to see everything that DC Fandom has to offer. Now we don't have to make sacrifices and choose one panel over another. Like some shows I don't watch, I haven't got up to date with the Flash show, or I haven't seen the Harley Quinn show yet, so I might give those panels a miss because I'm not up to date with what those stories, those shows are telling. But now I give a chance for me to maybe look at other panels that I wasn't too interested in before, and that might have clashed with, say, Zack Snyder's Justice League or the Batman and things like that. Now I get to have a look at everything that I actually want to, and I'll get a wider, broader look at DC Fandom, which is absolutely great. But as I said, DC Fandom released a trailer for DC Fandom today, and what did they have? They had a never before seen look at Zack Snyder's Justice League. Of course, this would have been shot back in 2016, and you got Zack Snyder there lining up a shot to shoot with Jeremy Irons' Alfred. Now, is this the scene that Zack showed us at JusticeCon, of the black Superman suit? It kind of looks like it. We got the kind of glass of alcohol there, that in the scene it started to rippling when Jeremy Irons' Alfred was working on a car or something like that, and then Superman flies down in the black suit, and he goes, "You must be Alfred," or whatever he said that in that scene. But that looks like Zack Snyder lining up that shot to shoot with Jeremy Irons, and then eventually Henry Cavill's black Superman suit. But that's pretty cool that we got to see a never before seen image today from that trailer. So DC Fandom is just around the corner. But I can't wait. I haven't looked at the new schedule yet. I haven't looked at the website. I've just seen what you guys might have seen on Twitter or haven't seen yet. So it gets me excited to split up into 2 days, and I get to see more of the content. This image right here is pretty cool, and I'm sure at DC Fandom, along with the trailer, we'll get to see some more scenes, some more images that we never seen before, and Zack Snyder talk about Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is always great for us Snyder fans. But guys, let me know what you think of this cryptic countdown from Zack Snyder. What more images will he show us? How will he hype us up even more? He is the hype master. He is great at interacting with his fan base, with getting people excited, getting people talking. That's what Zack Snyder does best. One image blows up the internet, it blows up Vero, blows up Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It really does. But I can't wait for DC Fandom to get the trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Guys, what do you think of the new change to DC Fandom? It's now going to be a 2-part event. I think it's great, and let me know what you think of this cool image I've never before seen of Zack Snyder and Jeremy Irons. Let me know, guys. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Come follow me on all the social medias. Come talk to me about the one thing we love, which is movies. Until next time, guys, DC Fandom is right around the corner.